Welcome back. It's time for another episode of Mega Man. How far can I get without dying? And I have to keep my voice down because it's very late at night currently when I'm recording this. So yeah, I have to kind of be quiet, keep my voice down, try to be like a good neighbor, and all that stuff. And I'm joined as usual by my camera. This camera. Okay. I'm joined as usual by my hetero life mate. Oh, Xander. Hey, buddy. He just had a cough. Alright, Mega Man 03. This is an interesting one. I think this might well be the best game in the series, the Zero series, not like the Mega Man series. This is the Mega Man Zero game where the most stuff happens, like the most interesting stuff happens. It's got a nice challenge level. It's not super hard like the first two. It's more interesting because more things are happening. Dr. Weil gets introduced, so that whole thing is finally like gotten going. You're finally dealing with like the main actual villain of the MMZ series, which is pretty cool. I need to angle the camera or something so we can get this guy in the picture, you know. Oh shit! If I could just kind of lean back. There we go. Get him in the picture. So yeah, this is just another one of these videos where I see how far I can get without dying. I give myself one extra life, so basically I can die twice. And that's about it. And it gives me a good excuse to just like take a quick look at each one of these Mega Man games and talk about them for a few minutes. And it's just a fun thing to do, you know. And also spend some time with this cat and get him on camera, most importantly, because he is he's very photogenic. Very photogenic, this cat. Yes, he is. He's very photogenic. Oh. There's still a lot of talking in this game, just like the previous Mega Man Zero games. Lots of talking. What's up, buddy? You got a cough? So yeah, there's some kind of big war going on in the world of this game. Between like Neo Arcadia and everybody else, I guess. Yeah, and all these guys that were like villains in the first couple games are good guys now, and they're on your side, and everything's just all topsy-turvy in this one. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on. Like, there's some real chaos happening. So yeah, I think this is definitely the most interesting Zero game out of the four. It also feels very complete. You know, like 01 is very rough around the edges, and 02 just feels kind of unnecessary, and 04 feels kind of like a DLC. Like it's not really like incomplete. It just feels like an add-on. Like it's more of a DLC than like a full game is what it feels like. And then 03 here is the one that feels the most complete. Like a complete full game. I've got an idea. We're gonna get this guy. Oh, here we go. Oh, there we go. Oh. Hey, buddy. Look at that. Look at that sit. He's just sitting there like a prince. Yeah, you're like a little prince. You know what, buddy? I remember when you were like the size of a football. Yeah, you were like the size of a football, and about half of that was your giant head. I'm not sure if you can hear the rumble, but he's got quite the purr going on right now. Okay, so here's Omega. This guy is supposed to be the original Zero, like Zero's original form. Even though he looks nothing at all like Zero. I don't know. See, if Dr. Wile was actually Dr. Wily, this could be awesome because this could be like Zero's ascended form. Like, Dr. Wily created Zero, so, you know, he could have dug up Zero's corpse and made this, like, super ascended version of him. And this is, like, the ultimate form of Zero, as perfected by Dr. Wily with 200 more years of intelligence. See, that would have been a really cool idea. But instead, they just messed it up for some inexplicable reason. You know? Hey, buddy, what you doing? Hey. Taking a nap? I think he's taking a nap. You awake there, buddy? Alright. Hey. Hey. What you doing? So here's Dr. Wile. He is a 200-year-old man. All that's left of him is his preserved head, like Walt Disney, basically. Oh yeah, this doofus is still around. Okay, so we've got a Zero who doesn't look like Zero at all. And then we've got an X that is actually just a clone of X. And then we've got Dr. Wile, who is exactly like Dr. Wily, but is not. He's some random other guy. Like, why? Why did they have to do those three things instead of just giving us the actual characters? Like, why? It's just, it boggles the mind. It really does. Hey, buddy. What you doing, buddy? What you doing? You ready to go? Hmm? You ready to go, old man? You ready to get up? He's such an old man. He is. He's a bit feeble, you see. So when he wants to get up, it's kind of hard to tell because he's quite feeble. It's like, are you trying to get up or are you just moving around? I can't tell. Here, buddy. Yeah, I've been holding him like this for 17 years now. Yeah, he's ready to get up. Oh, look at those feet. Look at those feet. Got those rabbit feet. Now he's just watching the game. I like how in these games you can change your main weapon around. So instead of having an arm cannon, you can use the Z-Saber. That's pretty cool. Alright, level select. We've got Devil Bat Schlitt. Yeah, Devil Bat Schlitt. Okay. Childray Inara Bidda. What are these names? Blazin' Flizzard. At least Blazin' Flizzard sounds like an actual, you know, Mega Man boss. Blazin' Flizzard. Yeah, that's right, buddy. We're gonna get Slizzard. We're gonna get Slizzard up in here. Slizzard is a slang term from like 10 years ago. I'm gonna rub this tummy a little bit. Oh, he doesn't want me to rub the tummy. You know. Oh, you're so cute. You're such a funny little guy. He's such a funny little guy. He's got so much personality. This little guy. He's just got so much personality. Alright, well, you should probably get up. I know you're very comfortable, but you should probably get up now. He's like, don't rub my tummy. Alright, special weapon. Pretty cool. It's kind of a stabby weapon here. Alright, buddy, I'm gonna put you down. Okay? Oh, it's like fur all over the place. Fur everywhere. Okay. Alright, so here we are, and we are dead. Okay, that's one life down. We have one left. So here we are in Blazin' Flizzard's level. Yeah. Have I ever mentioned that these Mega Man Zero games are very hard? Very hard. Once you get into like the four stages, you know, the bosses, once you get into the Robot Masters, these games are very hard. It actually kind of harkens back to the NES and like back in the old NES days, how difficult it was to break into the 8 bosses in any particular game. You had to pick the right one. You had to find one that you could defeat without their weakness. You know, it was tough. And oftentimes you'd have to play a bunch of stages a bunch of different times until you finally found one that you were successful with. And then from there you could take on all the other ones because you've broken into the circle, as it were. Just got to find that one boss that you can defeat without their weakness, and then get their weapon, use it on the next one, and just go from there. But yeah, these Mega Man Zero games, very hard at the beginning, just like the classic NES games. You got to break into that circle, find a boss you can defeat. Although in this game, the levels are probably more of a problem than the bosses are. The bosses are very tough, don't get me wrong, but the levels are going to be a bit of a roadblock for most new players. Like, just getting to a boss isn't easy. And I definitely recommend playing these games on either emulator or on the Mega Man Zero collection, which is what I'm playing it on, because you're going to want to have save states. I'm just going to say it. You're going to want to have save states. You're going to want to be able to save when you get to a boss. You don't want to have to replay these levels over and over and over again trying to learn a boss fight. You want to be able to just restart right at the boss and try again until you get it right. You know, just keep trying until you figure it out. Might take, 5-6 tries, but eventually you'll figure it out. You'll get the boss. Boom. You do not want to have to play the level, 2 or 3 times during all that as well. And I'm dead. So yeah, couldn't get through Blazing Flizzard's level. What a weird name. So that's it for Mega Man Zero 3. Hopefully that was a good video. Xander hung out, which was awesome. And I'll see you for Mega Man Zero 4, which is the last one of the Mega Man Zero series. But not the last one of these videos. I've got a couple more left to do after that are going to be really cool, I think.